Good afternoon, everyone. It's Hero, your creative writing teacher, and I am keeping up with the theme this week of being outdoors, right? I'm so sick of being inside, so I'm going to be doing all my videos somewhere other than sitting in my desk where I normally write. I do have a space in my home that I do designate for writing, but I'm sick of being inside. So this week we are going to be doing activities where you're outside, right? So today's activity is a pretty well-known poem. If you've ever studied creative writing or slam poetry, one of the beginning exercises we usually do is called Where I'm From. It's a really neat poem. The cool thing about it is you can go online and Google it. When you do go online, type in Where I'm From poem. The original author is George Ella Lyon, Lyon. Okay, the poem is called Where I'm From. I'm going to start this activity and read to you George's poem, Where I'm From, very famous poem. If you've heard it, awesome. If you haven't, go look it up, read along with me. Here you go. It's called Where I'm From. I am from clothespins, from Clorox and carbon tetrachloride. I am from the dirt under the back porch, black, glistening. It tasted like beets. I am from the forsythia bush, the Dutch elm, whose long gone limbs I remember as if they were my own. I'm from fudge and eyeglasses, from Imogene and Alifair. I'm from the know-it-alls and the pass-it-ons, from the perk up and pipe down. I'm from the He Restoreth My Soul with a cotton ball lamb and 10 verses I can say by myself. I'm from Artemis and Billy's Branch, fried corn and strong coffee, from the finger that my grandfather lost to the auger, to the eye my father shut to keep his sight. Under my bed was a dress box spilling old pictures, a sift of lost faces to drift beneath my dreams. I am from those moments, snapped before I budded, leaf fall from my family tree, right? Dope poem, dope poem. So the cool thing about this activity is when you do go online and find it, right, there is a worksheet. And this worksheet shows you step by step on how to write this poem, right? So I'll go over it a little bit with you today. It's going to always start with I am from, right? So the first line is I am from. And then the first thing it asks for is a specific ordinary item, right? What's a specific ordinary item, some people may ask, right? Like the first line of George's poem was, I'm from clothespins, right? Clothespins is specific, but also remember that this poem is going to be where you are actually from, right? So think of things in your life that are important, right? On mine, I'm from Monster. Anyone that knows Hero knows I always got a Monster in my hand, right? So that is a specific yet ordinary item, okay? So think of things that are in your life. The next thing is, so I am from a specific ordinary item, then goes a product name, and trying to figure this out. Here, this is the best way. Here we go. So it goes a specific ordinary item, and then it goes product name, right? So let's just pick, that's where they said I am from clothespins. So we could say I am from Monster, from Green Fabuloso, and plastic rakes, okay? That could be something. I use plastic rakes in my yard. I just saw one. That's what made me think of that. Then the next line is, I am from a description of your home, using an adjective, a sensory detail. What's a sensory detail? A sensory detail is something that you can taste, something you can smell, something that you can touch, right? Something that uses your senses to do that, right? So you're going to go along and find this worksheet, print it out, and I'm asking you to go line by line, right? They're going to ask you for a plant or a flower that represents your family. They're going to ask you for family traditions, and fill all these things out with what's true to you and your family. And then do me a favor and upload a copy of it or record yourself saying it. And I would love to hear what you all came up with. I've done this before. I brought mine out with me. I'll go ahead and share it with you all today. Little vulnerability from me, right? In hopes of receiving a little vulnerability from you, right? Don't be afraid to let go a little bit on this poem and let people in. I want to understand about you and where you're from, even if those things may not always be the greatest of places. right? So I'm from Unfinished Notebooks, from Hamburger Helper and Kids Cuisine. I am from trying to make an apartment a home. Cluttered, dingy, there is always something out of place. I am from the rose bush. Sharp edges, but man, my flowers are beautiful. I'm from summers in New York and small holidays. From David and Deborah. I'm from I once loved him, and I promise I never will again. From you'll understand when you're older, to don't be in such a rush to grow up. I'm from grandparents who are pastors, and parents who refuse to go to church. I'm from Riverhead, New York. From Mexicans and Indians, Italians and Irish, from tacos, lasagna, and pierogies. From the grandmother who never told her children about the birth of my father, to the grandfather who never fell out of love with the woman he never knew birthed his son. In the mail last year, I got a photo album full of faces I have never seen before. They are my family, and I will spend the rest of my life learning what that really means. Thank you all so much. Like I said, the title of this is Where I'm From. Go online, read George Lyon's poem, replay this, listen to my poem, and upload a video of you doing yours. Have a good day, y'all.